Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're going to go over directional derivatives. Alright, so we have a problem here. It says find the directional derivative of f of x of y of a function whose equation is given here at the point 1, 1 in the direction of a unit vector whose angle with the positive x-axis is pi over 6. Alright, so to find the directional derivative, this is the formula, and this is the only formula that you'll need to memorize. So this is the formula, directional derivative of du f of xy. So we write it like this, this is the notation to finding the directional derivative, and it is the gradient of f. So the upside down triangle means the gradient of f, and you guys already know this because I've covered the gradient in my previous video. You can check that out in the playlist, okay, if you are not familiar with the gradient. So this is the formula for the directional derivatives of the gradient. First of all, we're going to find the gradient of the f, and then we're going to dot product it with the unit vector. And to find the unit vector, if you don't remember, let me give you the formula. So to find the unit vector, we're simply going to do the cosine of the angle I hat plus sine of the angle g hat, in case the angle is given, which is the case over here. But when the angle is not given, we will do another problem on that, and I will provide the link to that problem in the description below. So let's continue with this problem now. Okay, so first of all, we are finding the directional derivatives. Okay, and to find the directional derivative, as you guys know from my previous video, what do? We simply have to find f of x of I hat plus f of y of g hat. And what is f of x and f of y? That's just nothing. That's a simple notation for the partial derivative of the function with respect to x I hat and partial derivative of x with respect to y g hat. So that's what we need. So this simply means f of x, and this simply means f of y. Okay, so our first step is then to find the f of x. So we are differentiating this function. We are partially differentiating this function with respect to x, and we are differentiating with respect to x, which means y is a constant. So we're treating y as a constant, differentiating x only. So here we're differentiating x only, so it's gonna be 4x, and this stays constant, so it's just gonna stay over there. And then differentiating this, 6 is a constant, stays over there. Derivative of x is 1, so we don't write it, and then y because it's a constant. Now with respect to y, differentiating with respect to y means we're treating x as a constant. Okay, here we were treating y as a constant, but here we're treating x as a constant, so differentiating y only. Here differentiating y only, so bring the 3 down, so that becomes 6 y squared, and x squared stays over there because it's a constant. Okay, so this is going to stay over there because it's a constant, and differentiating y only, so y. So that's 1. And now, since we're given a point, and I've already told you guys how to commute the gradient at a given point, so what do? So we are going to simply plug in the points in the gradient, okay, at x and y. But first let me write the gradient. So the gradient is in this form, right? So let me write it over here. So the gradient, it's f of x, so 4xy cubed plus 6y I hat plus f of y to 6x squared y squared plus 6x g hat. So that's my gradient. Now I have to find it at the given point. So I'm simply going to plug in 1 and 1, like where every time I see x, I'm going to plug in 1, and every time I see y, I'm also going to plug in 1. So this will give me the gradient at this point. Okay, so after commuting all this, okay, the I hat and g hat, so I'm going to get, this gives me 6 I hat plus 6 and 6, that's 12, so 12 g hat. So this is my gradient at the point. And That was not our job to find the gradient. Our initial job was to find the directional derivative, and we have the gradient right now. So what are we missing right now? We're only missing the unit vector. So let's find the unit vector now. Okay, so let's just separate this, and for unit vector, you guys know it's cosine I hat sine theta g hat. And what is theta? It's given in the problem. It's pi over 6. Okay, so it's pi over 6. Let's plug in into this equation. So cosine of pi over 6 for the unit vector I hat plus sine of pi over 6 for the g hat, and this gives us square root of 3 over 2 I hat plus 1 over 2 g hat. You can also write in the decimal. There's no issue with that. Okay, so what's our next step? So now that we have our unit vector and we have our gradient vector over here, so now we just need to dot product them, because remember the formula, it says over here, first you find the gradient and then dot product it with the unit vector. So let's just dot product these two. So we have our du f of xy. We're simply going to take this gradient vector and dot product it with the unit vector that we just found. And I hope you guys remember taking the dot product. If you don't, let me recall. It's simply like x component times x component and then y component times y component, right? Okay, so that's gonna be this times this. That's 10 times square root of 3 over 2. Let me use a different color for here so you guys don't confuse. Okay, and then this times this, and then plus. And when computing the dot product, there's no I hat and g hat, so you don't have to worry about it. So then 12 times, it's a half. What's 12 times a half? That's a 6. And this is going to give us 2, 5. So that's going to be 5 square root of 3. So that is the final answer. This is my directional derivative. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and you can find the part 2 in the description below.